Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today let's settle this once and for all. 1440p versus 4K. Now I'm going to be playing 5 different games on here for you guys to see, and every one is filmed in 1440p. Look how good these look. Just take a look at them. They'll probably continue after I'm done talking, just so you can see. But yeah, check these out. 4K looks amazing, no doubt, no doubt. But is it really worth frying your GPU and your wallet to count individual pixels on a tree in Skyrim? Hmm? Well, today I'm going to explain why 1440p is the GOAT and why you probably don't need 4K unless you really just like flexing on your friends, okay? So first things first, let's talk about performance. All right. 4K has over 8 million pixels, okay? 1440p has around 3.6 million. That means your graphics card has to work over twice as hard at just 4K just to render the exact same potato in Minecraft. You get me? Okay. Well, at 1440p, you're still getting the crispy visuals, but your GPU isn't screaming for help like it's running a marathon with ankle weights, you know? All right. So, number two, let's talk about money. To run games at 4K, you basically need a GPU that costs more than a used car. A 4090, yeah, 4090 is amazing, sure. But if your rent's due next week, you might want to stick to 1440p because in order to do 4K, you're going to have a 4090 or 5090, but you're still going to have to use upscalers, DLSS, FSR. You're still going to have to use those. Why not just get you a mid-range card or just do 1440p? You have to use upscalers and frame generation anyway. So anyways, meanwhile, 1440p runs beautiful on mid-range cards like a 4070 or an RX 7800 XT. That's a huge win for your bank account and your stress levels. So, all right, the visual difference. Here's the thing, guys. Nobody wants to admit on a 27-inch monitor, you can barely tell the difference between 1440p and 4K unless your face is close enough to kiss your monitor, you're not going to notice. So unless you plan on gaming on a 70-inch TV or a huge screen, 1440p looks just as sharp, you know. There's a little difference. Sure, there's a little difference. Going from there's a bigger difference going from 1080p to 1440p than there is going from 1440 to 4K. Another big one is the refresh rates. 1440p monitors can hit 144, 240, even 360 megahertz. So your gameplay feels silky smooth. That's what matters in fast-paced games. Now, most affordable 4K monitors, you're looking, they got 60, 120, 140 if you're 144 if you're lucky. So yeah, because they get expensive. You want a high refresh rate 4K screen, they're expensive. Your game might look sharper, but your enemies on Call of Duty will see you in slow motion. It's not exactly ideal, you know? Now, future proofing. People always say, well, 4K is future proof. Yeah. And so is buying a spaceship. It's just not practical. Games are only going to get more demanding. If your GPU's already sweating at 4K, imagine how it's going to feel in 2 years when Cyberpunk 2 drops. 1440p gives you that perfect balance now, and it keeps you ready for the future without selling your kidneys. You know, you can you can get pretty close to 4K quality, and but your frame rates, man, your frame rates, it's a night and day difference. So here's the bottom line, okay? 1440p is smooth, sharp, and it's affordable. 4K, it looks great, but it eats GPUs for breakfast, and it's gonna eat your money up. Unless you're a pixel detective or Jeff Bezos, 1440p is where it's at. That's where most gamers, should be. What do you guys think? Are you team 1440p or are you rocking 4K just because you had to see some hair follicles at maximum detail? Drop a comment down below. Hit that like button. I appreciate you guys watching, and Go ahead and continue to watch the rest of these. I'm gonna quit talking, but continue to watch the rest of these games. There's 5 games total. Enjoy, guys. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.
Hang on tight. We're going too slow.
Just...
I've looked everywhere. Perhaps she's still in Kvatch in a basement hiding.